Welcome back to another Live and Level Gamers podcast. I am your boy, Leveled Head. I got my boy Keith Norris in these internet streets, coming straight through your eardrum, or your ear. I don't know how to say it. What's up, Keith?
What's up? your eardrum.
Yeah, your eardrum. You know, coming down that ear canal. I don't know how you say all that stuff. But anyway, welcome to the show. We minus K-Bum 20. He's still on his 40th year vacation. He's turned the big 4-0. I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not. I put it out there, K-Bum. My bad. I think he said it, though, last time he was on, that he was turning 40. So he's over in Greece, living it up with his wife. Shouts out to them. But we are live, and we need y'all to sound off in the comment section. We got a few things to talk about. We're not gonna put a time frame on it because we're not sure how long we're gonna be here. But we here, and guess what?
But we got smacked. But we got smacked, bro.
What'd you say, Keith?
I was trying to see why I had a guest.
Yeah. So let us know who you is in the comment section. Sound off. Let us know you in here. But we're going to talk about this indie world. And to me, it was trash. And I'm going to explain myself, y'all. It was trash. I'm not saying that the games were trash. It was trash. The whole presentation was trash. And we're going to talk about this Unrecorded. How far is too far with realism? I don't know if I can play a game like this, Keith. that looks too real. That's too real.
I put it in my queue.
Oh, yeah? What's up, Neil? Yeah. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Neil?
But, share this online. Make sure everybody jumping in. We're trying to get them all filled up. We got to talk about this indie world. There's no shade to the indie people. This is Nintendo, anyway, we'll talk about that when we get there. But welcome to the show. He said I didn't even know that was an event that happened. Yes, it happened. Was it today or yesterday? When did it happen? The 19th.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday it happened, and it wasn't an event at all, and that's why they just threw that mess up there. I just want to know who is behind what Nintendo decides to show at their indie world presentations. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Dr. Trey, cause he shared my sentiments, and when I saw his video, I knew I had license to say what I actually felt as I was watching this thing. But anyway, we here, we rest to go. Let's go.
But we got smashed, bro.
3, 2, Keith, you ready?
Go!
I'm ready.
So what's been good your way, bro? What's been good?
Actually, you know what? In June, I'll be in Kansas.
What?
In June. Yeah, we got a conference going on, and then after that, I'll probably be in Oklahoma in July. So,
okay,
I got a few things coming up this summer. But yeah, other than that, everything is straight, you know.
So you gonna be coming up I-55, or you driving yourself? Y'all flying? How y'all doing that?
I don't plan on driving, but if I have to, I will. But
okay.
It's not in the cards. But
okay,
you know.
I was gonna let you know, man. You come through I-55, you might have to stop through, man. We make a formal engagement. So introduction.
If that's it, then absolutely.
Yeah, let me know. You can meet K-Bum too on the way, because you got to go through both to get to Kansas. So anyway, yes, man, we are here. Welcome to the show. Nia, welcome to the show, and whomever else may be joining us later, welcome to the show. If y'all want to hear K-Bum voice, here you go.
We got smashed, but we got smashed, bro.
So we got him here in spirit. But man, it's a lot to talk about. We had the Indie Direct. We have this situation with this rewind unrecord. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying
Unrecorded, yeah.
slap yourself. I had to slap myself on that. Unrecord. We got to talk about that. And whatever else we get into, we could take suggestions from the comment section. If there's things y'all want us to give our thoughts on, our opinions, let it be known in the comment section, because this is kind of free for all. We didn't have much to talk about. Suppose there's rumors that they can prove that a new Switch is coming based on some stuff that's going on at the retail stores. We could talk about that. There's a lot we could talk about, but there's not much going on this week. So whatever y'all got in the comment section, ask us questions, we'll answer them. And that's kind of how we going to play it on tonight. Anything, I didn't catch the last episode of Mandalorian. Was it good?
Actually, bro, I'm actually 2 episodes behind. I checked it out today, and I was like, I didn't watch the last episode, so I guess I forgot. So I'm 2 episodes behind.
Yeah, man. So I'm an episode. I think I got the last one to watch, so I'll check that out probably when we get off here. Just been a lot going on this week.
Excuse me.
But I guess since we don't have, because last week we didn't even waste time with what you've been gaming on, and I did get at least one game in, so I kind of want to talk about that. So Nia, here we go. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. Did y'all hear that harmony coming on through there? What you been gaming on? Boy, took y'all to church. Anyway, now y'all can pass the offering plate around. We can use a little tithes and offerings. We need to pass the Patreon plates around anyway. So she says this real quick before I bring you in here, Keith. All I know is that the Xenoblade 3 DLC content got some promo because it's coming out soon, but y'all don't like good games, so slap yourself, Neil. I never thought I had to slap you. I ain't know I had to do it. Don't do us like that, Neil. We like good games.
You don't walk into the spider web.
Right.
Listen, I got Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I just hadn't finished it.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say Keith likes Xenoblade. Now, you can throw that shade at me. I haven't played Xenoblade. And I'm not going to play it. Anyway, let me stop. So, Mr. Norris, and Nia, you can share us what you've been gaming on in the comment section, and anyone else that's out there listening, what you been gaming on this week, bro?
Man, honestly, I've been gaming here and there, but I really don't know what I've been gaming, which is crazy. But for real, I've been gaming on, let me pull it up. Guardians of the Galaxy. I had to reinstall my whole operating system just to get this game to work. For some reason, it wasn't working previously. But Guardians of the Galaxy, The Last of Us Part 1, and I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, but I went ahead and deleted it again. I had to stop lying to myself. I'm not going to actually play that game. And in the lieu of Final Fantasy 16 coming out, I went ahead and re-downloaded Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna see if I can get through that. I don't even know where I left off at, but yeah, where my Xbox games? I know I've been playing some of that. Me and the kids, we played a little bit of Yoshi. Is it Woolly World or no Yoshi's? Whichever the one that's on Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, my son he had got upset because he lost, and I had to try to calm him down. I was like, "Yo, listen, you're doing great. You got to the checkpoint. You good."
You give him a pep talk.
Yeah, because back in the day, that's all we had. We just died. We tried again, died, try again, died, try again. He want to be perfect. I'm like, dude, it don't work like that. You gonna fail? Get up, play it again. And he listened to me. Um, I did download Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I don't know if I actually played it. No, I did play it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna delete this too. It's not. It's not for me. Um, and I played a little bit of Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart. I told you I've been everywhere, just playing, just trying different things.
Mm.
Um, and I think that's it. But I think the main thing I was playing was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the main thing I sunk my teeth into because I really do want to finish that.
Dang, you actually did get some gaming in this week, so you making up for last week, cause no sir. Only thing I played this week is that it. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
The only thing I played this week was I downloaded this Capcom Street Fighter's demo because I want to get Street Fighter 6. So I needed to see how it felt, compared to Street Fighter's 5 on the PlayStation 4 was a letdown for me. It was a letdown all the way around. And it seems like Capcom has got themselves back on track with this one. This one feels good. It's visually way better. One thing I wanted to say, and we could kind of bridge this into a topic since we don't have a whole lot of topics, is us being of ethnic background, two black males, and being of the hip hop culture, seeing how hip hop is kind of the musical vehicle through which look, you see how I'm talking, Keith. Through which a lot of these companies like to promote their games and use to sell their product. You think about NBA, 2K, Madden. A lot of the music and the aesthetics in the game borrows a lot of elements from hip hop, right? But when it comes to representation from the main characters, it tends to, yeah, we black, Nia. Yeah, we black. So a lot of that tends to not be met with the same energy as the music and the culture that is used to sell the product. And so I was, I'm playing Street Fighters, and it's good, y'all. It's a good game. If you in the
Are you
Street
playing a demo?
I'm
Are you
playing the
playing a demo? Or is
demo.
it actually? Okay. Okay.
It's the demo. The game comes out in June, so. But I'm playing. They got Ryu, and then they got what's this other dude name? Is it Alex or some dude that's trash? It's a trash dude they got on there. I think he's supposed to be kind of like the new protagonist that they trying to build the game around. What's that boy name in this
Is he
game?
the dude with the blue vest?
Yeah, what is his name? I think it's I want to say
I'm looking at the
Alex or
cover.
Felix or something like Phoenix or some stupid name. Let me see. Street Fighter 6. Bear with me, y'all, as I look this up. Characters. I want to make sure I'm getting them right. Luke, that is his name. Luke. Like Luke, John, Matthew, Mark. Hey, y'all read y'all word? Anyway, Luke is supposed to be the main kind of character that's supposed to. He's never going to supplant Ryu. Ryu is always going to be the centerpiece of Street Fighter because he is the main. He's Goku. But every now and again, Keith, they try to bring another character like Gohan and different ones to rival Goku. So
Right.
Luke is the new character they trying to use to rival Goku. But I'm listening to the music and I'm listening to this one part where you go and you build your character because they got a aspect to the game where you in this world and you go around and you challenge other people walking around this kind of digital world. I don't know how to explain it, but like the multiverse or whatever. So I'm
Would it
listening
be
to.
similar? Would it be similar to how NBA 2K does it now? And you can
Yes.
walk around and go to. Okay.
Yes. That same ideal is in Street Fighters. So
Gotcha.
you have to create your character. So, and I know this is what you've been gaming on, and I told you I play Street Fighter, so I'm bridging this into a topic, and we're gonna go to Indie World and all this other stuff. But stick with me. So I'm listening to the introduction, and it's a black guy. All the hip hop New Yorker. I would say actually I say Atlanta, more of Atlanta type style dude talking with the hip hop and the trap rap type stuff going on. It's really dope. But then I'm like, wow, you use our culture, you use our music, but when it comes to the main protagonist and those prominent characters, we ain't there in that part. And I'm just using this because it's just the truth. It's a white guy with an Asian guy, but and I kind of found that kind of jarring. I was curious what you think about that, man. As gamers, seeing our culture that was shunned and rejected now become the prominent, and it's selling everything. And hip hop is the music of the world. Let's just be truthful. It is the music of the world. Our culture sells everything from fashion to clothes to Sprite to Mountain Dew, NBA, NFL, and everything that hip hop is aligned to is prominent and dominant. You look at the music with NBA, NFL, predominantly black sports. They dominate most sports outside of soccer, right? So we sell everything. Yeah.
I think there's a black dude that dominates that too, but I can't remember his name. I remember seeing some clips. Dude
Right.
was just
And I'm not
over
trying to
them
make
boys.
and I'm not trying to make this a racial thing. And I know K-Bun would love to be here for this. I'm just saying, shouldn't the representation match how our culture is used?
Yes, I 100% agree that even if you want to still, what is it, Luke? Even if you still want to promote Luke as that guy, like we should be somewhere there. You know what I'm saying? Um, Unfortunately, I understand when it comes to marketing that well, I don't want to talk out the side of my neck, but typically we don't move the units, we don't push the envelope when it comes to selling a product. That's why you see a lot of these white middle-aged men as the protagonists of most stories, from like a Naughty Dog and heck, even Mario. Even though he's Italian, but we know our skin tone and what's been done to us historically and how we've been portrayed in the media, that we just simply don't sell, especially overseas. So on one hand, I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to make money. On the other hand, if you're not going to ever do it, then it's never going to get done.
Right.
So on that hand, on that side, it's like you said, you're using everything about us. I'm pretty sure they got Jordans or sneakers that look like Jordans or something in that hip hop culture, from the way they dress, like you already stated, with the music, just everything about that hip hop culture, because it really does run the world. It's everywhere. Even like Ernie Johnson on Inside the NBA, he wears Jordans with his suits. They didn't start that. We started that.
Right.
But here, this upper age white man is wearing Jordans and he loves it. I ain't gonna lie, he looks good in it. You know what I'm saying? He does. It's a good style, but that's us. So I 100% understand where you're coming from, and we should be, our faces, our skin tone should be right there along with the culture that you love so much.
Right. Now, let me say this, because the reason I bring this up, because Capcom is a Japanese company, right? So Ryu is Japanese, right? But we've had Ken. Then when they tried to revamp and open it up back in Street Fighter 3, they brought Alex. Alex was the guy, right? Now, they're trying to revamp again. And to me, I would think, hey, let's try to give an actual serious black character some love. I think Tekken does this well. I think Tekken treats their black characters like you got Leroy. Leroy is he's not stereotypical, and I know y'all probably ain't into fighting games, but Leroy, to me, you can take serious. He's not a joke. Whereas every black character in Street Fighters is either dumb or they're not to be taken serious. DJ, Barack, Sean, who else? There's a few. There's Doug Dudley. He in it. He just want to get his car back for his dad. None of these characters feel like they carry any weight. They're just there to represent the community, but they're not serious characters. Whereas Ryu is serious, Ken is serious, what's his name? The Bruce Lee character of Fei Long. Fei Long is you can kind of take him serious. T-Hawk at the Indian representation, you could take him serious. E Honda, earlier on, E Honda had to take him serious. She said even Eddie Gordo or an African Latino character is taken seriously. You're right. Absolutely, Nia. So my thing is, as much as I love Street Fighters and love Capcom with Street Fighters, and Capcom been on a high note here lately. They've been on a streak. They got Resident Evil 4. That's a success. I'm pretty sure Street Fighter is going to be a success. But I think it's time because this Luke character is trash. I don't care. He's a trashy character. He's cheap, and he appeals to me an unrealistic audience. I don't know nobody like Luke, but I think it'd be dope to introduce a actual black serious counterpart to a Ryu and Ken. Someone you can take serious. Someone that you can build an action story behind who can actually contend for the number one spot. We should have that in Street Fighters, being the first fighting game that we ever took serious, and to see other fighting games already have those type of characters in their games and still see Capcom and Street Fighters not have a true serious black character or brown character. Because it ain't just black and brown character you can take serious. That is not of Asian culture. I find it as a black American a little silly to me at this point. Anyway, so let me bring it back up. I apologize, y'all. I just had to put that out there. Was I wrong for bringing that up?
No, but I got a guess in here, and it's time for bed.
All right, so y'all chew on that, marinate on that in the comments section. Thanks, Leah. You said I'm spitting. I'm trying to. I just feel like this. It's time. You don't use our music, our culture, our graffiti, all the elements of hip hop is represented. All that's there, the dance and everything is there. But then when it comes to the characters, we are the jokes. And y'all are serious. I think that's inappropriate. And
I want to see especially from Capcom. I want to see us in Resident Evil and survive to the end. Not that Shiva, whatever her name was. I ain't finished that game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be right back. I'll be right back because I'm finna.
And I want to give Capcom credit because they got a couple of games with protagonists that are black. They had the one game. I don't know if it was Commando. He had the bionic arm. What was the name of that game back in the day? He was black with dreads. So, and then they had the girl. I think that was made by Capcom as well. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But yeah, so I don't want to just misrepresent them, but I think Street Fighters need a serious black character. Anyway, let's move into this first topic. So, who here got a chance to check out the latest Indie World presentation or showcase? there's only a few of us here right now. I probably ran a few people off with that with that soliloquy, with that little small rant. But I had to, folks. You know, I want to see some representation. You know, even with females for my girls, man.
I'm back.
Yeah, having girls has really shown me how much we as males dominate stuff. Like when they play games, they want a female character. They don't want to play as a boy. And I'd be like, they put, Ninja Turtles had April, right? So when we play Ninja Turtles, they don't want to play as the Ninja Turtle. They want to play as April. They don't want to play none of the male characters. And so I'm starting to see, even as a male, our privilege. So as a black male, I can see where, things are lacking. But then through the eyes of my daughters, I can see, even as a male, my privilege. Even though I'm a black male, when I turn on the game, there's male representation all throughout the game, and a plethora of games that I can just dive into and play as a male and get a male's perspective. But when they're playing, there's not a lot of representation for them unless the game is catered to a girl with fashion and all that. And they don't want to play. They like to jump on Goombas. They like to shoot stuff. They like to punch stuff. So I'm learning that, representation matters. And
speaking of representation and females and Goombas, I love the way Nintendo portrayed Princess Peach.
Yes.
In the Mario movie. I absolutely love the way they portrayed her. She wasn't a damsel in distress. She was a boss, actually. I heard Illumination was trying to go in a different direction, and Nintendo stepped in and was like, no. We're not going to make her the stereotypical character that you assume that she is. Because we've always assumed that Princess Peach is some damsel in distress. But this is Nintendo's IP. This is their character, and I'm so happy that they stepped in and said, "No, we're not doing that." And
right.
The portrayal of Princess Peach, I thought was done perfectly.
Yeah, I thought they did well. She was strong. She was powerful. She wasn't weak. She wasn't fragile, but she wasn't masculine. She was still she was a woman, and I like that. So. Yeah, Nia said if that ran off people, oh well. I'm with you, Nia. Hey, I don't think I said anything bad or anything, but everybody can't handle some real talk every now and again. So, Keith, did you get a chance to check out this indie world?
I watched it before the podcast. And
I'm scared to play it, man. Nintendo got us last time, so I ain't gonna play
it. Man, I wouldn't even play it. It ain't even. Honestly, this ain't worth it. Zelda, that was worth it. Mario, that was worth it. Indie World, this ain't.
So, that's what I want to talk about. Now, again, this is no shade to the developers of indie titles and the games that are represented here. No shade to y'all. I'm not saying these games are trash. I'm not saying they're good. I don't have no idea. I'm saying that Nintendo has handled their indie showcases trashly, if that's a word. Trashily. But they've been trashy as of late and lazy with these indie showcases. And it's like, and I want to send a shout out to Dr. Trey, because I was feeling his way, and I was sitting there watching, like, man, who is choosing what is being shown? Who is deciding what indie game will be showcased versus what indie game won't be? Because I know that there's quality indie games out there that can be shown. This has been an argument and a frustration with Nintendo gamers for a long time with indie directs and all that. We will see games that pop up on YouTube that are indie titles that are coming to the Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo don't highlight none of those games. But then when you get an indie direct or indie world, they show games the exact same type of games every time. It's like, bruh, like, now maybe they have something that suggests to them that these are the type of games to show that bring success. I don't know. But for me, to see these things year after year, at least twice a year, they have gotten gradually worse every new showcase of indie titles. And none of these titles look much different than what was shown previously. And it's like, I know they have other titles out here. I can go through my eShop and see all the titles from indie developers that's there that Nintendo never showcase. So my question is, what is it? Why don't they showcase the better indie titles? Why don't they showcase those versus these? The floor is yours.
I don't know if they have better indie titles. Like, you would have to tell me which ones those are. But I'm with you on the presentation. So you brought it to my attention to watch it. I knew about it. I just didn't care. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But then you're like, let's talk about it. I was like, okay, I gotta go watch it. So I went and watched it. And the presentation is just absolutely trash. You gotta understand that these games are small budgeted games. And a lot of times they're side scrolling, they're hand drawn, which is not bad at all. Understand, that's not bad at all. But I think you gotta kind of hype it up for these dudes. You gotta try to make it more exciting for the person watching. Like, these are not Nintendo games,
Right.
and I think trying to present them like a Nintendo game, you're going to fail these people. You're going to fail these developers trying to portray their games like they're Nintendo games. Nintendo games seemingly sell themselves. These indie games, they don't do that. You gotta give us something more exciting when it comes to the presentation. And that was the one thing that I took away from it. Was like, it's hard for me to watch this and care about these little knick-knack games, because that's what they are. They're little knick-knack games. But they're not saying they're bad. I don't know, but the way you're presenting this is never going to make me want to play any of these games except one. There is one.
Yeah,
I caught it on the tail end as they were they were transitioning to it, and
which
Nia
one
probably
was that?
knows is Tesla grad. Tesla grad.
Yes. But that's my thing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me explain what I mean. Now, I may sound hypocritical because sometimes I don't know the title of a lot of the indie titles that I be seeing in the eShop, but they look interesting. They look like more than. How can I say this? Some of the indie titles that I see in the eShop look like they're going for more than just a bare bones visual presentation than a lot of what Nintendo chooses to show. So, like what you said, like a lot of these games just be like super, just super old school looking titles. Now, don't get me wrong, you get this game right here with the rhythm and all that stuff, but they show these type of games every time, and it's the same. It's like, you have shown these type of games every indie direct. You show more of the same type of games when there are first-person shooters on the eShop. There are fighting games on the eShop. There are 3D Zelda-like titles on the eShop. There are a lot of games on the eShop. Now, are they good? I don't know. I don't know if these games are actually good. But you have a plethora of stuff you can show that don't always follow the same trend that the eShop, the Indie Direct tends to follow. And I'm not saying it's no dump to none of these developers here. My ire is not towards them. My ire is towards Nintendo, and why did they choose the exact same type of games to show every presentation? Right. As of late. Now, back in the day, they tried to show, I remember they had the one with the skeletons. It was kind of like a...
Oh, you talking about Man, what is that? I got it in my library.
I can't remember the name of it. It was different, but it was like a shooting game, free for all. And as you shoot
Oh, a shooting game?
yeah, as you shoot certain limbs, it'll blow up. They'll blow up, get big or small, depending on. And it was like Mexican culture with the skeletons. It was what was the name of that game? It was a while ago. This was a while ago, and we didn't know if it was going to be good or not. But it was different for an indie presentation, and they had never shown anything like that at an indie presentation. Nintendo seems to choose games that they would show in their own. Murphy's Law. Thank you, Nia. Murphy's Law. Shout out to you. Yeah, okay. That's what. Remember
I thought
that
you was talking about Hollow Knight until you started talking about shooting.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. It was a shoot. It was like Fortnite, but in this are like what's the game K-Bum be playing all the time?
I got
it's on tip of my tongue.
Overwatch.
Overwatch. It's like an Overwatch type of overworld, but it just look up Murphy's Law. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up. And
Morphe's Law.
Am I saying Morphe's? What did I say?
Morphe's Law. You said Murphy.
I said Murphy.
That's cool. I knew what you were talking about though.
Okay, Morphy's Law. My bad. Slap yourself.
But we got smashed.
Yeah. This right here. Okay. To me, this game.
Nia funny.
What'd she say?
She said she got it on PC and it runs like hot garbage.
Again, it's not necessarily about if the games are good, because I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff that Nintendo showed in this presentation isn't probably worth your time, right? But to me, you need to have a better variety of types of games, and it's like. Like this game, yeah. Was it good? I have no idea, but it was interesting because it is an indie title, but it seemed like this indie group was going for more than just pixelated. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I'm saying. It's like Nintendo, if you go through the eShop, you see a lot of this stuff. You see a lot of other stuff that I never see in the indie showcase. A lot more mature stuff, older aesthetic. A lot of stuff is in there. Beat 'em ups, all kind of stuff is in there, and Nintendo never shows that stuff, but they show the exact same types of games every time. For here lately, every time they have a indie showcase, and like you said, Keith, they be boring and forgettable. And it's like, I just spent 15 minutes and I cared less. I could care less about it. And again, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what they need, because I'm looking at something. So I want to do a comparison to the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 has Stray. Kena was an indie game. Kena Bridge of Spirits. I beat that. Outer Wilds.
Yeah, Kena.
Outer Wilds. That's indie. Here's some that were on the Switch. Streets of Rage was on there. Cuphead, Tunic. Just to name a few. And I'm trying to think if there's something else on here. Okay, they got Axiom Verge, but they need to try to go after some of these bigger. Like Kena would have been a great game to put on the Switch. Now it wouldn't have looked as good.
Yeah, I don't know about. It would. It would be. This is my thing. Part of the appeal of Kena is the visuals.
Sifu! I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Well, we got Sifu. We got Sifu though.
Yeah.
You know,
Sifu's on the Switch.
Yeah, Sifu is on the Switch. Yes, it's on the Switch.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's on there. It came late, but it's on there. But again, you making a good point. But there are games in the eShop that's trying to go for this type of aesthetic. And Nintendo really never showcased none of those type of games. And again, no, are they going to be as good as Kena? Heck no. You know what I'm saying? This may be an indie title, but this indie title is trying to be AAA. Yeah, they trying to be a high double A, flirting with triple A title. I would say Kena is right under triple A. Give it about part 2 will probably be a triple A title. High production, high graphics, but they have games in the eShop that are going for this level of quality. Now, do they achieve it? I have no idea. But again, do we know if these games are actually really good? You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
why not show some of these other titles that's littered in your eShop? I don't understand it. I really don't, because if you watch this recent Indie World Showcase and go watch the previous one and the previous one, you wouldn't be able to tell me what was different about all of them. They was all it's almost like you watching the same presentation again.
I agree.
It's like more of these games, more of this. It's a plethora of that stuff. I don't care. Show me something else. That's what makes Kena and what made Morphe's Law stand out. Not because they were. I don't know if Morphe's Law is good, but it stood out because it looked different than all the other stuff that it was shown beside. And I would say earlier on, Nintendo was good with the indie showcases. Here lately, man, they've been trash. And like I said, this has nothing to do with the directors or developers of the games that was shown or the games. What's up, Alan Steve? Welcome to the show. What's up? What's up? All right. Go ahead, Keith.
I think they definitely need to just focus on the presentation and build some hype. Like Tesla Guard, we was talking about that. Did you play the first one?
I played some of it, not enough though. What is it called?
Tesla. I think it's Tesla Guard or Tesla Grad, or I think it's Tesla Guard. But
Tesla.
I honestly would have hyped that up. I would have put some marketing behind it instead of just cheaply showing it in the showcase, which is fine. But the only people who know about this showcase are the people who know about Nintendo, and sometimes even the Nintendo fans don't even know about this. You know what I mean? I would have put some marketing behind it and tried to make it bigger than life. Because you do, like you said, there are some good games that's out there, but if you put them in this sleepy presentation, because it really is, it's the music, it's nothing hype about it, nothing shocking about it. It's like you are really doing a disservice to these indie developers, because they do have some good products, and it's going to take a PS5 or an Xbox for somebody to see it when the same games exist on the Switch. But y'all are just doing them a disservice. Nope. I was watching it, I was getting sleepy, and I was eating. Like I don't get sleepy when I eat, but they was putting me to sleep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I got sleepy. I was at work, but I wasn't nothing stood out to me, but that the one you talking about. Like this stuff, this quilting. It's like, man, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure there's an audience out here for this stuff. But some of this stuff's like, who are they targeting? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it gotta be more. I know it is. I've seen it. There's more out here than what they showing. And this was real weird with these two dudes walking on the rocks in the water. I was like, never do that again, Nintendo. But this stuff, like, it's always these type of games, and it's like, bruh, y'all got more stuff out here than this. But let me look up this Tesla. I was looking it up earlier.
You just mentioned a game in the chat called State of Mind. I'm looking at it right now. It looks kind of good. I think I remember this.
What's that?
State of Mind.
State of Mind? Where is that at?
That's on the eShop.
Oh, okay. Here it is. I'm finna play. I hope Nintendo may try to get me. So let me just. I don't want to play it.
You can play it for somebody else. You looking at Tesla guards.
Fair use. Fair use.
What's up, DJ Phonetic?
What's up, DJ Fanatic? Welcome to the show. He said cats. But to me, this was about the only game but this is, this already got a good game. And this was dope. Don't get me wrong. This one was dope. And the first one was dope. The little bit I played, my brother actually had this game when he had the Wii U. And when I was up there, we was up in the Lou when he was staying in the Lou. And I didn't, typically I don't do a lot of indie titles. But I did, what was the one that you put me on? Guacamole, how you say it? Guacamole? Can you hear me, Keith?
Hey, I got some little guests in here. Yeah, I got y'all. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna get it for you. Guacamole.
Guacamole. I played one and loved it so much I bought two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those are dope titles. But again, this title right here, let me stop it because I don't want Nintendo. They may not trip because they didn't make this title, so they may not care. But this title was dope. But they got so much on the eShop that's, I would think, may be dope. But it looks dope, but you never see this stuff in the indie showcase. You always see this type. Well, let me go back. You always
we'll put one of them little sleepy games on.
You always seeing this type of stuff, and don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's an audience out here that's into all that. But me, I'm like, I'm good, bruh. I'm good. Like, show me show me something else. Like, give me something else. But I don't want to hate. I'm not gonna say everything that was here looked bad, but I don't know, man. Any more thoughts on this one?
No, they just got to step up their presentation.
Yeah, they definitely do.
That's it. Just step up the presentation. Put a little bit more marketing behind some of the bigger games that are good. Because like you got to have a team out here playing these games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the Hollow Knights, the Guacameles. Like you got to have people out here playing these games. And you got to have people out here looking for these indie games, and just that's all they do. And put some marketing power behind it, and go from there. Like I want to see a Kena on the Switch or Nintendo type platform. Like they need that type of game. Like this is amazing.
Well, do you know how many racing games is on the Switch that Nintendo never shows? Just racing titles.
No,
like it's a lot. I just try to find some on Switch.
WRC10.
Like it's a lot, man. It's a whole lot of titles out here that they never show. You got to go to this stuff to see the stuff like Switch Planet and all that, and they show a lot of the stuff that Nintendo won't show. That's a lot of eShop titles. Nintendo don't be showing a lot of this stuff. I ain't finna. This is old, but I'm just you get the drift. But anyway, anything else that y'all want to talk about before we get out of here and go to somewhere else?
What was that one racing game you was champion not too long ago? It was on the Switch.
That I was champion?
I think it was some games you were saying it was gonna be good or it looked good. It was a long time ago, so you probably don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. But they got a lot of time. I'm playing. I got like this one right here. This game was dope, man. And it's a lot of stuff like. Go ahead, Hot Shots Racing. Yeah, I got this game, and it's fun, bro. But Nintendo don't show none of this type of stuff. Not lately. I ain't saying they don't, but not here lately.
No, it wasn't Fast Racing Neo. I do need to get Fast Racing Neo, though. I know my kids will like that because they love fast games. I know that they will love that. But no, it was like a realistic sim type game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's this one right here. No, that's Need for Speed. What was the name of that game? I think it was shown at the beginning. It looks good, Keith, but it's not good. if I owned it. What was the name of that game? Let me go through here. I might find it. But keep on talking. I'm gonna look for it. I know what you're talking about now. I just don't remember the
Yeah.
name of it.
I think what happened was
It
I think
was
it
a
was like a
mobile
lot
game.
of it was a mobile game and they had a lot of what you call that stuff? The mobile
Pay to play
transactions.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. But it did look good
it
for
did.
what it was. But I
And
never
it,
I never thought about buying it. I never thought about getting into it. But I do want to get that Fast Racing Neo or one of them fast racing games. They gonna get one of them because Nintendo don't seem like they want to do an F-Zero no more. So,
but it's so many games, dude, that they got on here, bro, that you never see. You never see these titles. I like this right here. Horizon Chase Turbo. I have this. I have this game because it reminded me of Rad Racer and, on the original NES, you know, and the arcade. And I'm not saying Nintendo hasn't showed some of these. They have. But they got so much more, and they never show those. They just keep showing these same. I can't find it. I can't remember the name. Let me go back. I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember it. Let me see. But go ahead. I'm listening to you. I'm trying to.
Nia said F-Zero is dead. She probably right. I hate the fact that they be looking for like new and innovative ways to play, and sometimes you don't have to do that, man. You don't have to do all that. Just
Yeah.
just put the game out. New
What was the name of
graphics,
that game?
faster.
And I got it. I could go to my Switch and get it and just look through my. It'll pop to me. Yeah, I can't find it, and they're not showing it on any of these. Trying to see if the name pop out to me.
I can't even begin to remember the name of that game. But I remember thinking like, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the name of that title either. I ain't gonna go through all this. Anyway, so but you see what I'm saying? Like fighting games. Let me do that one right quick. Beat 'em ups on Switch.
Let me go get this blanket for this boy because
right.
I really want this next topic, man.
Now they give me actually the dude beat 'em up. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of games that Nintendo could show, man, that they never do. And I'd be like, why don't they show these type of games, bro? They got all this stuff that they can show. They never show it. And I'd be just dumbfounded. Like, they got a lot of stuff that they can show that's on the Switch that you would never see in the indie showcase. All this stuff is on the Switch, right there in the thing, and you never see them on these showcases. Dope looking games, man.
Ooh.
I'm looking at them right now. It's like, why would you not show these games when you have them there? You never show them. So, you know,
for the record, it's possible that they showed these games, but like I said, that presentation, like you said, this indie direct doesn't look any different than the last indie direct.
yeah.
It looks like they're showing the same game over and over and over again.
Right, dude. I watched every one. I'm telling you, the stuff I'm showing and you seeing, you don't see much. I'm not gonna say some of these games haven't slipped in and showed up on the eShop, but it's never in the quantity that the others are shown. Like Meat Boy, all them are shown all the time. It's like, but y'all got other stuff that's better than that, and they rarely show the stuff. And it's like, all this stuff is on your eShop. And I'm not saying they haven't shown some of this stuff, but here lately they haven't been. So anyway, let me get out of here on this. Anything else before we move on to this last topic?
No.
Okay, so let's pull up this Unrecorded and then we'll end. I know K-Bun wish he was here for this. And if you in the comment section, you watching, let us know who you is. We give you that shout out and let you know we appreciate you showing up. So let's look at this Unrecord, right? Because I got some things I want to talk about. Cause this was kind of this was a little too much. So, all right. So, Keith, who did you put this up or did K-Bun put this up?
I put it up.
So this is real Unreal 5 footage. This is not a picture. This is not a camera and somebody running around shooting in real life. This is supposed to be what the game actually looks like. Right?
Mm-hmm. It looks like cops. Like literally, it looks like a scene of the cops.
It looks like something out of a movie, like a real movie. So I don't know if this looks dope. Don't get me wrong. This looks dope. But I don't know if I'm ready to, and fair use, this ain't Nintendo, so the ninjas ain't gonna come out. I think we good. I think we good here. The ninjas ain't gonna come out and mess with us on this one. So fair use just in case. Okay, so this is called Unrecord, and this is running off of the Unreal 5. What is that? The Unreal 5. What is that?
Unreal 5
engine. So when I was watching it, I was like, "Well, why keep put?" You said it was you or it was K-Bun?
I put it up.
Okay, I was like, "Why keep put this up? It's just, this looks dope. What is this? A movie? Is this one of them games that you kind of gotta choose? What's the next step? What they call them games where you
talking about the Sega CD type games back in the day.
Yeah, where you
point and
click. Point and click. That's what I thought it was. You was like, man, that's real. Only thing you can't do is, and K-Bum kind of put in a comment, the only thing you can't do is really interact with the environment. So I'm like, wait a minute, y'all trying to say this is real? These are graphics, these are not real people. So I'm gonna run it back. I don't know, bro. That's a little too real for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. That, to me, we blur the lines between what's acceptable and not acceptable, because this will desensitize to me, this would desensitize a generation of people. When you playing games that look this real, I think it can blur the lines between reality and fantasy.
But that's what they want.
I'm scared of that, man.
That's where we're going. I mean, that's why they keep building all these engines. This looks amazing, and
it does.
I think I'm more so impressed by the lighting and the color, because that's what
real.
really gives it that realism. You know, it's not like, most video games, they try to be like bleeding edge, popping with the reds and the blues and stuff like that.
Right.
This doesn't. This feels like it's been like a real world. It's been, the paint has been chipping and all the other stuff, and it's just crazy. And then the fact that they blurred a person's face after they kill him, like, this is crazy.
That's what made me think it was real, because I was like, dang, they don't want you seeing real murder. Like, why is keep putting this up? They done killed the dude. I ain't comfortable with watching this. And then kind of find out that this is an actual game. It looks, like you said, Nia, that's what I said. It looks too real. That's too real. No, no, bro. I think this is too far. So I guess the question is, can we go too far with the realism? Like, Call of Duty looks amazing. I said this in the comment section when we was talking about it in our chat room. Call of Duty looks amazing, and it had realistic aspects to it. The way the gun recoils and certain things have realism to it, but it doesn't look like real life. You can tell that you're playing a game. Right. Whereas this, you can't tell you're playing a game. I cannot tell that this is a game. This looks like photorealistic imagery, like they recorded a dude running through a building shooting people, and some kind of way took it and turned it into a video game. I don't know if I'm ready for this, bro. I don't think I'm ready for this. I
Yeah,
don't
that
think I'm
that
ready.
that intro scene when he walking into the building and then you see the trees in the background.
Yeah.
Like that's bananas.
Dude, the 3D, the environment looks like if you was Keith, that looks like if I was standing there and you were standing, that's exactly how it would look. It
Exactly.
looks like I'm looking in my living room right now. Everything is proportioned right. The angle is right. The thickness, like the door looks real. The movement is real. The dirt on the ground looks real. The wall looks real. The wood looks real. The rocks. This is too real. I
And
can,
the little ovals on the side that
yeah.
gives you that
Cops,
look like it's a body
camera,
cam. Yeah.
yeah, body. That's what I was saying. Like this looked like I'm watching a cop. Like I'm watching real cops, and you know I'm watching the news and they showing you the encounter with whoever robbed the store, and this is when they came around the corner and he opened fire. So yeah, he got shot. That was Billy Bob. He lost his life. I don't know if I'm ready for this, bro. This is too real. K-Bron probably love this, but this is too real for me.
I'm
This
gonna
is
give
too
it a
real.
shot. I put it on my wish list on Steam.
Nah, this
I wanna see. I wanna,
this too
experience it
real.
and play it.
This doesn't even
I
feel
wanna
like a game no more. This don't feel like a game.
honestly I've been wondering why there aren't a lot of cop games, but I get it. You don't want to blur the line between their profession and video games, but yeah,
Yeah, man.
this is
This is
crazy.
look at
But don't they use Unreal Engine 5 for like other stuff than just gaming?
I I I don't know.
I feel
But
like they do.
look at you cannot if you showed me this and then tell me it was a game, I would have thought you were showing me the body cam of a cop going into some building in New York somewhere with this graffiti. This does not look fake. This looks real. I don't know, man. This makes because this look like I could take this game and practice setting up
Gosh.
my what I want to do. Like, nah, bro. Look at even when I pause it, it doesn't look fake. Nothing looks fake here. Maybe it's the camera lens, the way the camera is, because he got one of those what they call
Fish eye.
fisheye lenses on it, and it's bending things in ways that oh man, yeah, I don't know, man. That's too real, bro. Nothing here looks
So
fake.
if games start looking like this, are you done? You hanging it up?
Now, don't go that far. Let's back up. I would say
It's
this.
like, wait a minute.
Now, with this genre, yes, I'm hanging it up with this genre. I don't want to play this, but if you can give me, I don't know, man. Do I want to see Mario running through a real forest with? Yeah. Do I want to see Zelda in a real?
He really running through Brooklyn.
No, it's something about animation, anime, cartoonish that to me takes me out. That creates the escape. This is not escape to me. I'm not. What am I? I'm escaping to what I see every day. I don't know. Yeah, I may be out. I may clock out. This, as dope as this looks, it looks amazing, but it doesn't appeal to me. Like, this doesn't appeal to me. This is not what makes me want a game. Games like Breath of the Wild and Horizon Forbidden West and Kratos God of War Ragnarok, like that fantasy, that far-fetched, over-the-top, you cannot do this in real life is what draws me. This is too real. And it'd be like, I just shot a person. Yeah, that's too real for me, bro. This is taking me out of a game. This is making me feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing.
Look, if games start looking like this, I guess you got to play Xenoblade.
You trying to get it? I see where you going. I'm not biting that one.
You know,
Nigga, get you in the comment
I
section.
threw it out there too.
But yeah, man, I think this may be too real. What y'all think? Give me some thoughts in the comment section. DJ Fanatic, a first name basis, says, "Wow." What else he say? This is my first time seeing it. I would have never thought it was a game. Right, I agree with you. Looks like actual body cam footage. Absolutely. Nia says, this is giving me post-traumatic stress. This is giving me PTSD. I agree, Nia. I feel like I'm wrong for even like we really watched a murder live. It looks too real. Yes, this is why I'm an anime. I like anime games. Right. I just basically just said the same thing. As a black person, I don't want to see it. Go into details on that, Neil. I kind of know what you're saying, but kind of explain that a little bit more. What you mean by that? Like, I think it goes to what I said earlier with the desensitizing.
Yeah, I want to piggyback off that. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. It is going to desensitize you, just like since you have kids watching the show, SEX. You know what I'm saying? They promote it so much in our face that it don't even phase us. And then when our kids get to talking about it, you're like, what? It's yeah. The more and more we see things, and the more something becomes normal. Because like I can imagine one day, games like this coming out, and then real body cam footage comes out, and you can't distinguish between which one is real and which is fake. Number two, and then when you see somebody dying in real life, you're like, oh, okay.
Fanatic first name basis got a dope idea right there. I like that. He said, now add some zombies and it'll be nice.
I agree.
Yes. Now, I don't think I can play it. But if this was World War Z, you remember that with Brad Pitt? When that virus broke out and it turned all of them to zombies?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, it was. Because Dead Space creeped me out so much, I couldn't finish it. And I couldn't, if you had hordes of actual zombies running at you in a world like this, I could play that. I could, DJ Fanatic, first name basis, I could play that. I couldn't play this. I'm with Nia. I see what you're saying. A cop game like in this style is too real for me. I think it's too real. It blurs the lines, and I think it desensitizes. But zombies in a game like this, and you stuck in like The Last of Us, would be dope like this.
Let me ask you this, because I agree.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like, because they did a mod for The Last of Us in first person. I don't know if you've seen it
I ain't
yet.
really even talking about the first person. I'm really talking about, well, I don't know if you can do this third person and make it look like, yeah, I guess it would have to be first person. But
Right.
yeah, go ahead though. Finish your thought.
If they made a game, let's not call it a cop game. If they made a game like this, but the enemies were limited, like it ain't like tens of thirties of dudes running at you like most video games do to try to heighten that up. But if they made a game like this, but if you got shot, and I'm pretty sure they got a game like this, I might be talking out the side of my neck, but if you got shot, like it's really impactful. You know what I mean? Like you're really trying to get shot because there ain't no stand behind the wall and let your health regenerate. No, you just got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and like
right.
if you got shot in the leg or something like that, impacts your mobility. If you got shot in the hand, now you can't use the two hand the way you're doing it. Now you got to use one hand or whatever until you can get out of the situation. Would that be too much? Because you take these visuals and then you take that concept. Like I'm really not trying to get shot because there's no health bar. You know what I'm saying? I could get, would that be too much, or does it have to be? I need to be able to regenerate to give it that video game feel.
So basically, treat it all around, all the way around real.
Basically,
Yeah,
Too
because
much.
that means we are desensitizing because it takes the element of fake away. Like if I'm making the world this realistic and you shoot a person and they die, if you shoot them in the right plot, they actually die, or you shoot them in their hand, their hand remains injured, it doesn't heal. That's a part of the desensitizing.
But if it was animated, like an
Well,
anime style, that would be different, I
animation
guess.
kind of takes out, makes you. There's a somewhere in the back of your psyche, it's making you realize this is fake. This is real. This is like true simulation, and
Right.
it's like this is stuff that they use to train them to go to war. Like they have simulation like this for real. So, man, yeah. My question is, do you think something like this could run on a PS5 or Xbox Series X?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, a game, like I said, I think a game like the zombie idea that First Name Basis had, I think that'd be dope. Like Last of Us, I can see that being like this because again, it plays into things that are not in reality. Like it is as realistic as this look. There is no such thing as a clicker. You see what I'm saying? So it still lets your mind say this is not real. This is what it looks like. So when you shoot somebody, that's really what it looks like. And if they add blood, because in this game I'm not seeing any blood, but just imagine.
Oh, it's blood in there. It's blood in there.
Is it? But just imagine if they took it to the point where you shoot somebody, you shoot them, and you see the blood of their brains hit the back wall, or the blood split up. That's too real, bro. That, like, to me, that would totally sever the conscience. Like, I think it would. I think the element of blurring their faces out helps with keeping you consciously aware of this. This is not, this is dangerous. If you walking up and it's that real, you got people looking real with their brain, their head blown open, and like we see in Call of Duty and other games, you see it, but they don't do it to the utmost of realism. This is utmost realism. That means you got to make everything utmost real. And it's like, man, do I really want to see that? Do I want to see? I don't want to see that. I'm good.
I just sent you the Last of Us mod in the chat if you want to play that.
Okay, hold up. I may just pull it
Yeah,
up here.
I agree, man. I agree. At the end of the day, I agree because you don't really want to be desensitized. I still want to feel some type of way when I see these things, and I still want to, not saying I want to feel negative, but what I'm saying is like I still want to feel like these are real people, and their family members are losing their real family members, as opposed to it's just a video game. Oh, that was real. You know what I mean? Like, so
Right.
yeah.
I'm going to say, to me, I wouldn't be as concerned about us, people our age. It'd be kids, the generation like my kids, and those that are young and impressionable. I would be more concerned about them and what this does to them. If these are the games the type of games that they're playing and experiencing. See, but still, okay. Prime example. Okay, I'm playing this. The Last of Us still looks fake.
Right.
It doesn't look, even though it's trying to give off a realistic look, it still looks fake. It still has a animation fake. This is not real look. It doesn't replicate true to life visuals as this game does. This game does. No, this is night and day. This is no comparison. Like, going from The Last of Us to this game looked like I went from watching an animated movie to uh, uh, Brad Pitt. What is that movie for Christmas? Die Hard. It's
All right. It is crazy how different that looks.
It looks totally different. It's no comparison. Like, this looks amazing, but it still maintains a fantasy fake, this is not real aesthetic. Whereas that other game, you couldn't have told me that wasn't real. None of this looks real. It just looks good. It don't look real. It doesn't look like that's a real house. That doesn't look like real grass. Grass doesn't really shine and glimmer like that. It's got a glossiness to it that's just not real life. But it looks amazing. It looks high production. Whereas this Unrecord looks like they just went outside with a camera and just started running through downtown New York into the hood somewhere and walked into an abandoned building and started shooting people. Like, this doesn't look fake at all. I don't know, bro. No, this doesn't compare. This Last of Us, no, nothing about this is even remotely in the same stratosphere.
Isn't that amazing though? Because The Last of Us is one of those games that I don't know about you, but I hold in high regard as far as like visuals.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those games, and then you compare it to this, it looks like N64 versus the PS5. That's what it looks like. It ain't that bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It just looks like what, like, look, if I put in Resident Evil 4 remaster, it looks like this. And that game looks amazing. This looks amazing. But it looks amazing and still not real. It's like it's trying to make animation look as real while maintaining its animation look. Like it's not meant to be photorealistic. It's meant to be closely replicating real. It looks like a school bus, but it looks like a school bus in an animated world. Whereas Unrecord looks like the real world, and you questioning if it's even a game. And I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that. Shooting, because this is almost Last of Us, and Last of Us 2 was almost too much in it. Like killing folks and stabbing. Now that was hard just watching that. I couldn't imagine watching something like this and doing that same thing. Nah, that's too real, bro. You couldn't tell me that wasn't real. There's no comparison. Anything else before we get out of here? I think we on good time. We can wrap it up.
It was something I was thinking. I lost it though.
I'm seeing. What did he say? But Metroid would be dope. Would you want to see Metroid in this type of visual?
No.
I like animation. I need some anime with Metroid.
I like the aesthetics that they have. Metroid going in now. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't even want to see it. I know you want to see it realistic and real people. I don't even want to see it that way. I would love to see it still animated. I don't want it to be Illumination animation. I wouldn't want. What I mean is, because some movies, like I would love to see Metroid handled by the people who done the Avengers Endgame. Mm-hmm.
Like you can make it real, but is enough green screen and fake there that I could see a Metroid. Or if I'm gonna see an anime like Ratchet and Clank, I love to see Metroid Prime look like a Ratchet and Clank in visuals, something like that. But
what's that one movie? Alita, Battle Angel.
That too, something like that,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Avatar, stuff like that. But first name basis fanatics say Resident Evil. This could be the next Resident Evil. Yeah, that'd be dope. But Nia says the difference between arcade and sim. I think we are getting there though. She agreed with me, Keith. I got the agreement this time. So anyway, yeah, Unrecord is a little too real. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to pass. Even though I commend whoever made this, I commend them. They did an amazing job, but that's not for me. That's too real. Anything else?
I mean, no Xbox slander tonight, so
you do that every day. All right. So
try to make up something though.
Like I said, it wasn't a lot to talk about, and in that intro with the Street Fighters, it's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Didn't mean to offend anybody if I did. Not sure if I did or didn't. Just trying to talk that real talk. I would love to see an actual serious black protagonist in Street Fighters that rivals Ryu and Ken, and he is meant to be a person that's formidable and serious and weighty and all that. So anyway, Keith, you got any final words before I shut this thing down?
Yeah, man. I don't know if I told you I went and saw Mario again.
Yeah, you did. What you think?
I had to watch it. Had to watch it in 3D.
3D, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think?
It was still good. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it. Yeah, it's that movie, man. It's just a really fun movie. Now I will admit, the second time I watched it, it did move past really fast. So
okay.
if they were to, once they release, not if, when they release it and they wanted to do like an extended version of it, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad. Yeah.
First name basis, I see you down there, or DJ Fanatic. Got my Tears of the Kingdom pre-ordered. I might go out there and pre-order it. I don't know. I think I'm good.
Mine.
Dang. Do we really need to pre-order these games nowadays?
Not really.
I ain't gonna pre-order. I'm just gonna walk into Best Buy and buy it on the day it come out. I think I'm gonna be good. I think it's gonna be enough copies there. But now I'm excited. Do y'all realize we're literally 3 weeks away? Maybe. I think we 3 weeks away, bro.
Man.
3 weeks away from playing Tears of the Kingdom, man. Oh man. So I think that's the next game I'm going to get. I think I'm going to skip on and wait till the price drop on that Star Wars Survivor. I think I'm gonna wait on that one. And
when is that? Is that in April or May?
That's the end of May. So
no, I can't.
Are you getting it?
I'm getting it. I don't know when I'm gonna get it though.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a wait. I may get it, but my thing, I know how I'm gonna be. Once Tears of the Kingdom come, Survivor is gonna be sitting. It's gonna be sitting on the side. So I'm just gonna wait on it and get this DLC to Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna get this DLC.
That's what they say.
$79 DLC. I'm gonna get that, and that's gonna carry me. So I'll probably get that and Street Fighters, and then get Star Wars Survivor. Probably when they do the Black Friday sales and it's cheap, I'll probably get it around that time. Cause I'm gonna be playing Breath of the Wild probably up until that time. So I'm a one game type person. You know, I'm a one girl type of man. I'm a one game type of man. Once I play one game, I'm on that game till I beat it. I don't want no distractions. So anyway,
I don't want to move. I don't want to forget none of the muscle memory. Not with Zelda.
Man, dude, when I picked up Breath of the Wild, I couldn't remember nothing about the controls. I was like, golly, this is trash. I'm trash, But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to Nia. Thank you for showing up. First name basis. Thank you for showing up on tonight. Who else is in here? It was one more person I saw up here earlier. Alan Speed. Shouts out to you. This This was the Live and Level Gamers Podcast, and we finna get out your ear. We'll be back next time, same time, and K-Bum 20 will be back. Till then,
but we got smashed.
We out.
But we got smashed, bro. But we got